And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here's Patty. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Petty now. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They go play action here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Vaughn. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
That?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, "Do I have that dagger?"
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Looking to throw. Jason Pierre-Paul. in there to get him for a loss of 5. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Hey, here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Watch the twist.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Detroit. Detroit. Gone. Gone. Set. Blue 90. Gone. Gone.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Pennell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
96. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
All right, here we go. Over. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Over.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Green 39.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Powerful running. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a give to Crowell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Over the middle to Beckham. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken at his 4. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Petty now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They'll run it here with Hunt. And an alley to run. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Patty. Being chased out left. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Leggett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be first down here after the run.
All right, here we go. Blue,
They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together, but they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Set. Green, 39. Green. Gun.
Back to throw now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
3-19.
He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is down deep into Giant territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Leopard. Here we go now. Blue line. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here we go. Blue line.
Now it's Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go, Leopard!
A handoff, running left, Crowell. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Detroit!
Now back to throw, and that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. And tough starting field position here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They begin with a run by Crowell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, it's Jones. And he's got room. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! All right, now, here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Serve. That way